All right, hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video, we will talk about Islam bringing solution for any problem you have. See, once I saw a video on YouTube about a guy, he lost his wallet. When he arrived to the cashier machine to pay his bill, the Muslim guy, the guy in the behind the cashier machine, he told him you have to pay $7.11. And the Muslim guy, sadly, he forgot his wallet. He have money. He's an American boy, you know. He's a blonde American man. But he forgot his wallet. And I think those things happen to all of us sometime, right? But what doesn't happen for all of us, when you are going to pay and you don't have money with you, and then you have to pay $7.11, and then the Muslims, he say Allah, 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 and Allah provide him with $7.11 exactly in his pocket. This was really an amazing miracle, and you know, I don't think any of one of us can really resist such a thing and such a miracle. I mean, you see, Islam provides solutions in every way, in every mean. It doesn't matter really how many people like me they try to put it down, but Islam at the end of the day is going to prove itself. So today we are going to talk about the Islamic solution for all the problems, starting from the $7.11, ending with the global warming. Now I will show you on the screen with me, because some of you might say I'm making things up. You know what I mean? Like you might say, this guy, he is, what you are talking about? You know, what do you mean a Muslim guy, he went to the cashier machine and he have no money with him, and then he said Allah, 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 and Allah provided him with $7. You must be making things up. Trust me, I am not making things up. I'm going to show it to you. You are going to see it, and you are going to hear it. And actually, I advise you to go and download the video. This is an old video actually I made a long time ago. Let me share the screen with you, so all of us we can enjoy the amazing wisdom of Islam, and the only religion who have solution for problems. You see, like I learned about many religions, but nobody has solutions. The only one has solutions is Islam, brother. Now I'm not going to mention how come Muslim country they are miserable, and the solution of Islam is not working even in Saudi Arabia. Just yesterday I did read an article which is really scary, that there is thousands of Saudi men, they immigrated to where? Guess where? To Israel. To where? To Israel. You believe it or not? And you can search it in the internet. Obviously the Islamic solution is not working anywhere, but it works only in the internet and in the speeches. So let us see how Islam can help you with your solutions. And the reason I'm going to start with this Abdul here, about you know, the beautiful amazing miracle happened to him, because obviously this is part of the solution. Imagine this poor guy, he went to the grocery store and Allah did not help. And you know, I said to myself that how come those miracles happen only for white American men who have money? How come it doesn't work for someone who is poor, starving in Somalia? Like someone in America, Allah is giving him dollar. He is using American dollar. Allah is delivering American dollars.
Someone who's really close to me, for example, while living in Africa, her cousin was dying. She prayed earnestly for her cousin to get better. but her condition wasn't getting better. So her family went into the city to visit the sick one in the hospital. This person, of course, didn't have enough room to leave to go with him in the vehicle. It was full of people, so she stayed home. She locked the doors and windows at night, and because she was by herself, she went to her bedroom. She prayed to God, and she asked God to heal her cousin who was sick. And then all of a sudden, a man appeared in her room, standing in a white flowing gown with beautiful colors, beautiful white colors, with a smile on his face, with a long black beard, just smiling at her. And she was horrified at first, but then she realized that this was an angel from God. And of course, she was in Africa where there was no white people at that time. So,
see, it's a true miracle. His cousin, she was in Africa, and her cousin is sick. She prayed to Allah, and suddenly a guy is wearing white, and he's white. And for sure, this is an angel. Why? Because at that time, there is no white in Africa. At that time, oh Lord have mercy. At that time, there is no mirror. There is no. What is the proof that this guy who appeared in front of her is an angel? First, he's white. He can't be black. Angels in Islam can't be black. They have to be white. Secondly, at that time, like, are you talking about what time? Are you talking before? Like Musa's is a white man. He was in Africa. Like your cousin, she was in Africa before Musa's. Man, your cousin, she must be an ancient person. She just jumped from the museum back. Okay. So later he told us about the $11. Actually, this is the video. You can download it and you can load it in your because there I'm talking too. Like I don't want to play my voice.
He can't afford it.
All right. Let us see.
When the army of
I want to see where is the $11. Hold on.
what
I don't want to hear myself. Come on, come on, come on. Where is the part?
will be to read
Where is the part of the $7?
Muslim.
Man, sorry guys, you have to wait with
my
me.
bank card with me, and I've only got some like small money, pocket money, my bank card with me.
Hear more about what this guy is trying to say to us about more miracles. Let us see.
Please, and I don't have enough. I forget, for example, to take my bank card with me, and I've only got some like small money, pocket money, change, and a few bills in my pocket. I go to the supermarket, and then I realize when I'm in the checkout line that I forgot my bank card or my credit card, whatever it may be. And then, so I just pray a little prayer to God. Please let me have enough money for all of these groceries, Lord, Allah. And then all of a sudden, it happens to me that I have the exact amount of change in my pocket as I need to have to buy the groceries. It happens to me all the time. Say, for example, it's $7.11. That's exactly the money I have in my pocket when I pray these prayers, and it happens to me all the time.
All the time.
To me, those things are miracles.
All the time. All the time. This guy, he go to the grocery store, he says Allah, 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 and Allah $7.11. And you are telling me who convert to Islam? People who they are mental, obviously. Those people, they are mental. There is no way you have a healthy brain and you convert such a cult. So starting with the solution, I'm encouraging people now to convert to Islam. You want to go to the grocery store, you want to have a free grocery, you just go there. Don't take your wallet with you, even if you have money, by the way. Just go to the grocery store, and those things, they work only with the blonde white people. If you are black from Africa, if you are starving in Ethiopia or Somalia or etc., that miracle will not work. This miracle will work only with white Western. You go to the grocery store, you don't have your MasterCard with you or Visa card with you, and you say Allah, 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 and right away the money will come exactly as the bill. Let us say the bill is $23.02. And remember, he said those things happen to him all the time. It's not one time. You see, like, you know, you Christians, you are missing a lot. Those things happen to Muslims all the time.
Market, and then I realize when I'm in the checkout line that I forgot my bank card or my credit card, whatever it may be. And then, so I just pray a little prayer to God. Please let me have enough money for all of these groceries, Lord, Allah. And then all of a sudden, it happens to me that I have the exact amount of change in my pocket as I need to have to buy the groceries. It happens to me all the time. Say, for example, it's $7.11. That's exactly the money I have in my pocket when I pray these prayers, and it happens to me all the time. So to me,
all the time. Man, I have a bill to pay for my internet. I have a bill to pay for my etc. We Christians, we know nobody. Our God is not paying for us, and I'm not receiving in my pocket the exact amount. I don't know. Actually, to be honest with you, the Lord is He provides us for sure. I'm not making fun of our Lord for sure, no. But look how silly this is, stupid people. Like, who in the world really will believe this garbage? Let us go now to a higher standard Muslim. This guy is a professor. He is a professor in American Open University. Open University is mean have no credit. It's like a stupid garbage university. All right. It's mean there's whoever go there is someone seeking like false degree. Now he is going to teach us about Islam is against the global warming. Yeah, Islam will bring the solution. Even there's articles about that, man. Islam have solution for anything in the earth. Like, what's your problem? Seriously, what's your problem? Your mother-in-law? Trust me, Islam have a solution for that. So let us hear this another professor, what he will say about the global warming.
Rahim. This is Professor Mamdouh Muhammad from the American Open University. And the topic today is about Islam is a solution for everything, even for environmental problems.
True.
The whole world now is trying to improve the situation of the earth and to make it green. That's why we hear about green earth, and Mr. Google would tell us that 15 million mention or website that talk about this issue. Man. And on the other hand, the issue of global warming, Mr. Google also would tell us that more than 45 million locations talk about the issue of global warming. Mm-hmm. And a person would be shocked to know that a human being who lived in the desert of Arabia 1400 years ago, whose name was Muhammad, was preoccupied by these concepts, these environmental issues.
Shocking.
He was very concerned about the issue of keeping the earth as green as possible and as safe and as protected and as pure away from all sorts of pollutions as possible. Man. This was Muhammad, peace be upon him. When we look into his history, we will see how he addressed people internationally. He was not confined to local boundaries or regional boundaries or national boundaries. Rather, he was confined by international boundaries. Mm-hmm. These concepts that we talk about them nowadays were deeply rooted in his brain.
All right.
For example, we find that the Prophet ﷺ is encouraging every individual to make the earth green. And why I'm saying individuals, because I'm quite sure that organizations, Ministry of Agriculture, Research Center can do a lot in this issue. However, when individuals themselves have the concept in their mind, and each one of them does a specific act in every corner of the world, we'll find a lot of changes, very quick changes to the positive changes. The Prophet, one of his sayings, he said, ما من مسلم يغرس غرسا أو يزرع زرعا يأكل منه إنسان أو طير أو بهيمة إلا كان له صدقة. There's not a single Muslim, a single person who would cultivate a plant or cultivate a land, and human beings would eat from it, or birds would eat from it, or animals would eat from it, unless this is considered for him as charity, charitable work. That means, in Islamic context, that he or she is rewarded by Almighty Allah for every plant that he planted.
Wow.
Not only that, the Prophet ﷺ was against the concept of cutting trees and burning trees, as what's happening nowadays in the Amazon.
Oh, just stop. By the way, I don't know if Islam can provide you a solution for your hair. However, this is not the problem now. The Prophet, he forbid Muslims from cutting the trees. Are you serious? The Prophet, he forbid the Muslims from burning the trees. Are you serious? I don't know. What I learned is the opposite. Maybe the Prophet, he forbid from cutting the trees of Muslims, but we can cut the trees of Amazon because Amazon is not the land of the Muslims. Let us share evidence and proofs and reference to expose the liars, as always. This is the hadith in front of you from Sahih Bukhari. This is the reference in front of your eyes. I hope the screen is clear. Let me make it bigger. All right. The Prophet, he burned the palm trees of Bani Nadir. Oh, the Prophet forbid the people from burning trees and cutting trees, but he himself, he burned and cut trees. Are you serious? The Prophet, he forbid the Muslims, brothers and sisters, from burning trees, but he burned trees. That is the logic of like opposite. So I say to you something and I do the opposite. There's a wisdom behind this, because if the Muslims stop burning trees, there will be imbalance. So we have to burn some trees. So the Prophet, he burned trees. What a nice wisdom. And this is for sure happening in Saudi Arabia, where trees are rare. This is not the Amazon. Like, you know, in Amazon, if you cut a tree, that will not really affect out of millions of trees. But in Saudi Arabia, there's no trees. So when you burn the trees and you cut the trees, not only cut them, he burned them. That is for the benefit of who? Global warming. See, Muhammad, he was worried that the desert is going to warm more if the trees stay. Muhammad, he thought about it. You know what? If I left the trees and I did not cut them and I did not burn them, I think the trees is going to hurt the desert. So let me cut the trees and let me burn the trees. Not only the trees, the Prophet, he used to burn any plant people they plant in their land, especially if they are not followers of his. Oh, this is about killing the dogs. I think Muhammad, when he ordered to kill the dogs, he was protecting the environment, because you know dogs, they eat too much and they fart, and if the dogs fart, that will cause a global warming. And by the way, there's another hadith, I don't want to mention it, I don't want to forget, that Muhammad, he said that when the shaitan he heard the word of Allah, the shaitan he run and he have udurat. You know, the shaitan, hold on, shaitan, each time he hear the prayer of Islam, he fart. And all of us, we know that fart, it's mean a lot of carbon and methane. And this is not good for global warming. So if you think about it, Allah is causing global warming everywhere, because now Islam is building a mosque everywhere, and shaitan, he have to fart. See, when the shaitan, he hear the call of the prayer, he turns back and he break winds, like, you know, he cannot, he go crazy. And imagine why he do that, because he don't want to hear the prayer. He don't want to hear the prayer. So he fought as much as he can So according to this, Allah is causing a problem and causing more global warming because shaitan fought more and Muslims are praying more, and now we have competition between Allah prayer and shaitan farting. So you pray, shaitan fart, you pray. There's a connection between the prayer of Muslims and the fart of shaitan. And if every Muslim he praying shaitan, he have to fart next to him, that not only explain the bad smell in the mosque, that explain the global warming very well. So I don't see Islam as a providing solution. I see Islam as a providing a problem and causing shaitan to fart a lot, and that will be a problem. Now forget about this. Muhammad, he is protecting the environment, so he ordered the Muslims to kill this salamander. You know, the salamander is a threat in Islam. Allah, the angels, Muhammad, the Muslims, they have a duty to fight the salamander. Not only the pig. You know, the pig is a big problem. You know that pig is a big problem. Allah have a big problem with the pig. Even Allah at the end of the time, he will send the Messiah, and the Messiah will come with a sword. He say, where is the pig? Any brave pig wanna fight me? And the big pig will say, hey, me, I want to fight you. And then there's a fight will happen, a lot of action, and then for sure the Messiah will win and the poor pig will lose. But here, what I don't understand, your prophet who care for the environment, how he ordered to kill a poor little salamander. You are telling me that your prophet, he want to kill this animal? Did you hear about something called the chain of food? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because if we start killing certain kind of animals, we are going to affect the environment at the end of the day. Something wrong will happen, we will cause imbalance. So the Muslim now, he go in Saudi Arabia. By the way, Muhammad, he said, if you kill a salamander, you have the blessing of 100 times more than killing an infidel. Imagine if the Muslims kill this poor animal, it's better than killing me 100 times. Where is the environment and the solution? Even salamander, you don't leave him alone. So we find that your trees is burned in Saudi Arabia by your prophet. We find that your prophet is cutting the trees in Saudi Arabia by your prophet. We find your prophet when I kill the dogs by your prophet, and we find your prophet when I kill the salamander by your prophet. And not only that, actually your prophet, he ordered to kill any animal is a black. Anyway, this is still not really nothing yet. Let us see here. Oh, this is about burning the trees again. It's not. It's old topic. We spoke about it already. We spoke about the salamander. What is this? What is this? This is about cutting the trees again, but there is something more. He cut it off, and he destroyed the crops, and he removed the graves of the disbelievers, and he dug and he opened the graves. The prophet is digging the grave, even the dead ones. This is very much good for the environment, my brother, because obviously graves is hurting the environment, right? Even the graves. How much hatred your prophet, the one who loved the trees, he have for even for the dead one? I think this is have to do with the environment solution. Digging the graves of people, taking the crops out of from the graves and burning it or cutting it off or make it maybe sujages. Is that what you and what about he, you know, he cutting their plants? Why is that? I thought your prophet, he said, if you grow a plant, Allah bless you. Where? I don't see the global warming solution. Muhammad, he is in the desert, he is thinking about it. Have you seen more liars than the Muslims? and believe. Let us continue. What do we have here? Oh, look at this. The prophet, he understand how important it is, the agriculture. Like this guy, the doctor Mamdouh, he mentioned to us how important the agriculture and the departments they take care of, government, etc., take care. But you know what? The prophet, a simple man in the Arabian desert, he did, and he was aware more than the agriculture itself. To the point, he said that if a human being he own equipment of agriculture, Allah will bring humiliation for it. Is that good for the environment? So who is the one who's going to do planting trees? Who is the one who is going to dig and put trees and plant? Who is the one who will go and do agriculture? Who is going to work in farming? Muslims are forbidden from working in farming because Muhammad, he want them to be a gang killer fighters. He don't want them to be farming. So he said to them, any one of you he own equipment of agriculture, Allah will bring humiliation to his life. Allah will destroy you, brother. Why? Maybe this will help the global warming. This is explain why Arab countries are desert and they will never fix it. If little bird walk by, they shot him, they kill him. Nothing stay alive, not only human being. And you are telling me your prophet, he really he sponsored the agriculture and he encouraged people to plant? This is a true lie, my friend. This is astonishing. Anyway, I think, you know what, in my heart I'm convinced, you can tell that Islam has a solution. But my questions to the Muslims, if Islam has a solution for you, why your life in your countries is miserable? Do you have an explanation? To understand more about global warming and science in Islam, please feel free to read my book. It's called Quran and Science in Depth. In Depth. Or my other book, The Deception of Allah. With this, I say thank you very much, Muhammad, for saving the earth with your intelligence from the global warming. God bless, and see you soon.